What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, in the morning, whenever you're watching this video. So I tried making this video last night, and I was just too tired to do it. And I mean, I'm a little tired right now, but not as tired as last night. Yesterday we spent most of the day moving heavy logs and chopping up wood. So I was pretty beat from that, but we haven't really done much today, so I have more energy. But you might see a changing light behind me. There I have a lamp right there sitting at the window. There you go, pineapple shape. I got that for Christmas. This past Christmas, and I like it. It's nice. I set it by the window, to make it look like I have some sort of sign at my window, to make it look nice. I usually shut it off when I head to bed, but I usually leave it on. I got another lamp right there, that lava lamp, but I used to have a bigger lava lamp, but one night I had one of my dogs in here, and in the middle of the night she decided to get into some of the things she wasn't supposed to, tripped over the cord, and broke it, which I was not happy about, but I mean, it is what it is, But right now I'm just sitting down playing my game. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I don't really play video games all the time, but with it still being cold out, the winter season, which we're getting into spring now, you know, I usually play games a lot this time of year, if I'm not busy anyways. Like if I'm not working or whatever, but I'm more of an outdoors person, but yeah. Yeah, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas as I stated. I'm just chilling out right here. I don't know why that person's next to one of my vehicles. That person as well. I don't know what the hell their problems are. Yeah, see, I got people just walking around that vehicle right there. I don't know why. Those people just ran. See, now everybody's running. What the hell? Well, there's a cop walking by right there. Oh my gosh. I don't know what everybody's deal is. Oh, and if you're wondering why it looks like a lot of people are wearing beach clothes, it's because I have a certain cheat code on here. It's a beach theme. I do all sorts of cheat codes on here. Every now and then I change it up. There's all sorts of cheat code themes you can do. See, I don't know why everybody's running. I didn't do anything. Oh, man. Yeah, people are just screaming. There you go. I just went to a different area because that was starting to drive me nuts. I don't know why that happened. Sometimes if your character stays in one spot for a period of time, everybody just starts to go ape shit and just goes all over the place. And of course, right now I have a cop on me. It's because when I was trying to get away from that area, I accidentally ran somebody over. So yeah, and you're probably wondering why I'm in a police cruiser. These police trucks that are on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, they're one of my favorite vehicles to drive because I like vehicles that look like this. Man, it just got cloudy on that game. What the hell? That is so weird. I've never seen it get cloudy like this before. I mean, look. What the fuck? Yeah, that city right there, that's Las Venturas, and then that city in the distance, That's Los Santos. Those are 2 out of the 3 major cities on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And then there's another city over there. It's kind of hard to see. You can see some of the skyscrapers. But, yeah. But anyways, this isn't really about me playing my game and what goes on in that game. What I want to do is talk about a few things, you know, and then answer some questions on some of the videos I did, you know, respond to some comments that people ask, you know, in the comment section, and I'm gonna get to it. So first things first, you know, recently I just started my TikTok account, you know. I had a TikTok account back in 2018 when TikTok was becoming a big thing, and more and more people started using it, and I had that account on my phone for about a good 3 months or so, and then I quit using it for a while, and I took the app off my phone because I was trying to clear some phone storage off, you know, and took the app off, and then lost all my account information to it. So, you know, yeah. In 2020, you know, when the pandemic first started, I made another account, and which is the account I have now, and I didn't really do anything with that account. I just made it and then left it, and then took the app off my phone again a month or so later, and you know, I just started using it recently, and you know, I've done more with that app than I thought I would, you know, because I've never really cared much for TikTok, you know, but I mean, there's all sorts of things you can find on TikTok that you can be interested in, so that's part of the reason why I started using TikTok, you know, and I made quite a bit of videos on TikTok, you know. I'm thinking what I want to do is try to make, you know, video combinations of TikToks I do at least once a month, you know. Just, I don't know, because I feel like it mainly. I don't know. I might not do that. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm debating, but yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. For those of you that want to follow me on TikTok, I'll have my TikTok name in the description. Most of the TikToks I do aren't really anything interesting. You know, I just do a lot of do-it videos, and you know, mainly just random things, and that's about it, you know. So, yeah, nothing really interesting, but, yeah. Although I will say, you know, I've gotten a lot of followers on TikTok, and I did not think I would reach that many followers. Like, within 10 days or so, I went from 20 followers to 1,065 followers, which I'm kind of shocked, but at the same time, you know, I think it's pretty cool, you know, because I've had many different accounts, you know, or social media accounts, you know, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and basically anything else that involves followers or following, you know. I don't really get on Twitter much anymore, you know, because it seems like Twitter is where most of the drama happens, and, you know, a lot of people are always judgmental on Twitter, and, you know, people say weird things, and it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? You know, it's like a lot of people on Twitter are just stuck in La La Land or something, but that's the main reason why I don't use Twitter much anymore. But I'm on Facebook and Instagram all the time as well. Which, keep in mind, my life does not evolve around, the internet. Like I said, I'm more of an outdoors person, I like to be outside as much as possible, I like to go out and do things like trail ride or kayak or snowmobile, things like that. Because that's the type of person I am. And while I haven't really done any snowmobiling this season, which I'll get to later on in the video. Um, I still enjoy kayaking and trail riding. And yeah. But still, if you want to follow me on TikTok, I'll have my TikTok name in the description. My next thing that I want to talk about is, I've been thinking about this for a very, very long time. And first and foremost, I'll say this right now. Yes, I am a believer in God, I've been a believer of God for around 10 years now. In 2012, I started believing, because I got a lot of family and friends that are believers in God as well. And so that's kind of what got me interested in it. I started learning some things about it, and, and I have some Bibles, and if you hear a noise in the background, that's my uncle. He stays here with us. But anyways, yeah, if you could hear that, I don't know why he always coughs like that, but I'm thinking about starting to go to church. Mainly because I am strongly interested in it. I didn't start going well, I'm losing my train of thought. My apologies. I haven't really had a lot of thoughts on going up until recently. I was discussing with my dad's cousin, because, while he wasn't much of a believer in God up until recently, his dad was, and he just got interested in going, and that's kind of what made me interested. He goes there with my great aunt. Another thing on what inspired me to start going is, because of my great grandma. My great grandma, who goes by Rita Starbuck, she went to this church in Bangor, Michigan, which is about a couple miles from where I live. Unfortunately, she passed away September 24 of 2014. But she definitely loved going to church, and after she passed, I almost started going, but I just never really had the chance to. And I feel like now is a good time and a good decision to make to start going. And I've talked to quite a few people about it, and I've had people tell me, it's a good thing, there ain't nothing wrong with it, because like I said, I have a lot of friends and family that go to church as well. And then I've had other people who are like, yeah, you don't really learn much, or just people that don't care about it and that are like, oh, well, I'm more into what is it? Evolution. I believe evolution more than I believe in God, or yada yada yada. That's fine. People are free to believe in what they want to. I'm not here to sit here and judge anybody's opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, regardless of how I feel or how they feel. I'll never go against anybody because they have a different opinion than me, or so on. So, it's life. Everybody's going to have differences and opinions no matter what happens. that's just the way it is, you know, and I will respect that. You know, I grew up, you know, learning how to respect people for, you know, who they are, what they do, and what they don't do. You know, as long as their decisions doesn't affect me, I'm not going to sit there and complain. You know, that's the type of person I am. You know, you treat me how you want to be treated, and we're never going to have a major problem. But still, you know, I have plans on going to church. You know, I am strongly interested in going. You know, I had a comment made on one of the videos I did a few months back where I was at a church, and which I'll get to the whole comments thing here shortly. And somebody asked me, you know, do I go to church? You know, and like I said, you know, there's your answer right there, I guess. You know, but yeah. What I'm gonna try and do before that, you know, because right now money's been kind of tight, because you know I went most of February without working, and then you know lately my truck's been broke down, so I'm gonna try and get my truck fixed first, and then you know after I get that fixed, I'm gonna come up with money to buy some new nice looking clothes, you know, to go. And yeah, try and reach my goal, you know, as much as I can. For the truck I drive, you know, it's a 2002 Chevy Suburban, you know. The truck I had before was a 2000 Dodge Ram 1500. The reason I got rid of that truck is because, you know, that truck was just having so many problems. You know, the motor was starting to go bad, you know, and there was a lot of problems with it, you know, and at the time when I was looking for a vehicle, you know, money was super tight then, you know, because Christmas was coming up, and this was back in 2020, you know. Of course, 2020 was a bad year for a lot of people, but, you know, my truck just kept having so many issues, and finally I just decided to get rid of that truck and get a new truck. So, you know, I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I had my aunt help me look for a vehicle as well, and she came across the 2002 Chevy Suburban that I have now, and you know, I went to go buy that truck, you know, and the people that were selling it, they were nice people. They were actually church-going people too, you know, from the Hudsonville, Grand Rapids area. Really nice people, you know. That guy and I that was selling that truck, you know, he was a cool dude. You know, I'll give it to him. But yeah, that's where I got that truck from. Yeah, you know, it's kind of an older vehicle as well, but it didn't have as many miles on it, you know. But while I have put a lot of miles on that truck, it's been a good truck, you know. Right now, I mean, I do need to fix some things on it, but it, you know, Chevy Suburbans, in my opinion, I think they're good truck slash SUVs to have, you know, because they're very roomy, you know, they last a long time, and I think they hold their values, you know, I mean, same thing with Yukons and Tahoes, and I kind of have my half and halves with the Escalades and the Expeditions and Navigators, but I don't know. I think Suburbans, Yukons, and Tahoes are good vehicles to have, you know. They say the Suburbans, Yukons, and Tahoes that were made like from 2000 to 2006 and the 2011 to 2014 models last a very long time and are good for, you know, 200,000 plus miles or so, you know. And I was talking with one of my cousins, you know, after I bought the Suburban, and you know, he was telling me that you know, his good friend's dad had a 2003 Chevy Suburban that he bought brand new in 2003, like I think a couple weeks after the new year of 2003. And that truck had almost 300,000 miles on it, if not that, a little over, on the same motor and transmission. And the only reason they got rid of that truck was because of the rust. So, you know, that's, you know, I mean, any vehicle can last a long time if you take good care of it. But, I mean, I've heard lots of good stories about Chevy Suburbans and how they last a very long time. And I hope the one I have lasts a while, you know. If not, you know, whatever. Eventually, I would like to invest in an actual pickup truck. Like, you know, if I do get a newer pickup, or if I do get a pickup truck, you know, I want to try and look for something that's newer, or, you know, look for a diesel truck, you know. Maybe have like a work truck or something. That way, you know, I have my Suburban and then I have another truck for work, you know. I think that would be cool, but then again, I don't really see that happening, you know, because I live in Michigan, and you know, things in Michigan, you know, as far as insurance and gas and all that shit, it is ridiculous, you know. Like, Michigan has just become such an expensive state to live in over the years. It is. It's just flat out ridiculous. And I don't see it getting any better anytime soon, you know. I guess it all really depends. I don't know. Alright, now on the comments. You know, this first comment is a comment that was made on a, a video that I made last summer when I went to Wisconsin Dells. And this comment was, you know, hey, I'm from Wisconsin Dells, and I currently live in California now. I was wondering if you were planning on making any more videos of Wisconsin Dells, and plan on going there again. Let me tell you something. You know, I don't know when we'll go back to Wisconsin Dells or Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. You know, as much as I would love to make it back to Wisconsin, you know, regardless of where we go, I would like to make it back there, you know. I actually have a friend that is trying to find a place in Wisconsin. You know, he's looking around areas like Wausau, Eau Claire, Madison, and he said, you know, possibly Green Bay or areas around Green Bay. You know, he's not 100% sure, but him and his fiance are trying to look for a place in Wisconsin, you know. In my opinion, Wisconsin does have a lot of nice areas, you know. Definitely reminds me a lot about Michigan, except it's not surrounded by lakes, you know. They got, you know, it's across Lake Michigan from Michigan, and then, you know, they got that one big lake. What's that lake? Hang on a sec. Lake Winnebago, my apologies. I don't know why I forgot the name of that lake. Yeah, I'm already starting to feel tired again. Man. But yeah, Lake Winnebago, you know, and then I think that's about it, you know. But sometime this summer, you know, I most certainly would love to go to Wisconsin again, you know, maybe even Wisconsin Dells, I don't know. Alright, the next comment that was made on my one of my YouTube videos, and this was one of the videos I made of, you know, a bunch of winter storms that we had. This one dude asked me if I would love to travel to other states to record weather. Believe it or not, I would actually love to do that, you know. I get told many times that, you know, there are quite a few other states, you know, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, the Dakotas, both north and south, and then, you know, parts of Pennsylvania and New York State get some pretty harsh snowstorms as well, you know. I think it'd be awesome to travel to either one of those states to go and record snowstorms like that, or any other weather in particular, you know. Hell, I would love to go to Oklahoma to record, you know, a bad storm or a tornado, you know, as long as it's not like a big tornado, you know, like an F4, F5, you know, because I know Oklahoma is home to some of the worst tornadoes in the country, you know, but still, you know, I mean, I would love to travel and record bad weather, you know, but, you know, my only downside to that is it would take a lot of time and take a lot of money, too, you know, because you got to have money to do all sorts of things like that, you know. Hell, you know, I had somebody ask me if I would love to go to Canada or go all the way up to Alaska to record weather or sightseeing. First and foremost, you know, if I ever do make it up to Alaska or Canada, you know, it would probably be a long time before I ever do that, you know, because just nowadays, things are ridiculous right now. Like, nowadays, you need proof of medical or proof of vaccination statuses in order to freaking board a plane or get a passport or whatever, you know. And to me, that's complete bullshit, you know. I had a buddy that was, you know, originally they were supposed to go to Switzerland this summer, and they said they might not do that, which Switzerland's another country I would like to travel to, but I don't really see that happening anytime soon, although I could be wrong, you know. But Canada, on the other hand, that's a half and half. You know, I would love to go to Canada just to say that I've been there. To be honest, I've never really been out of the country, out of the USA, you know, as a matter of fact. But, you know, one of these days, I'm going to do it, you know. I'm going to try to. But yeah, as far as recording weather in other states goes, I would like to do that, you know. I have made weather videos in a few other states like Indiana, Tennessee, and North Carolina, but that was mainly when we were traveling, you know, because there for a while we would go down south, like around the time my youngest brothers had archery tournaments, because they would have tournaments in Louisville and Nashville, so. But yeah, that basically answers that question and possibly some other questions that I had, you know, similar to that. Now I'm reading a comment on a video that I did back in 2018, and this person asked me, because this video that I did, it was a traveling video. We were in northern Michigan, and, you know, I had a comment on there asking me, you know, what are some of the best vacation spots in Michigan? Okay, let me tell you, I don't have only one answer to that, because, oh, Sorry about that. My TV screen just went dark. But for Michigan, there are many, many, many different vacation spots around Michigan. Like you got so many beach towns like Traverse City, Holland, South Haven, Grand Haven, Ludington, Escanaba, St. Ignace, Port Huron, all them good places, and then and St. Joe and New Buffalo as well. Can't forget those places. The list of beach towns that are cool to visit go on, and then you got areas that aren't on the lake, like Frankenmuth, Birch Run area, Mount Pleasant, Ann Arbor. Downtown Grand Rapids is awesome as well, and then what else? Gaylord and Boyne City, Boyne Mountain area. Those are nice areas as well. And and Iron Mountain too. Can't go wrong with Iron Mountain, man. I'll tell you that. Basically, if you want to be like away from the city, you like being in woods or anything like that, I would suggest like anywhere in northern Michigan. Like, once you get like north of Grand Rapids and Muskegon, or if you're on the east side of Michigan and you get north of Mount Pleasant, Saginaw, Bay City, and Midland, there's really not that many populated areas north of that, other than Traverse City, Sault Ste. Marie, and Marquette, most, 90% of northern Michigan is absolutely beautiful, My dad and I, we go up to Baldwin many times. My favorite spot, or my favorite places to go to in Michigan would be Traverse City, Tequamanon Falls, excuse me, and Mackinac City. Mackinac City has all sorts of souvenir shops and decent places to eat in the summertime, and lots of good hotel options as well. I'll tell you that. If you really want to go further north, I would say the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. The beauty kind of starts when you get past Traverse City and Gaylord, but the more you, I'm losing my train of thought again, man. My apologies, but the further north you go, the more beautiful it gets. Like the entire UP is absolutely nice. There's not a lot of people that live up there. Not a lot of towns either. I mean, the biggest areas in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan are Sault Ste. Marie, Marquette, Houghton, Escanaba, and Ironwood, And then, the rest of the areas there are just mainly small towns, But a lot of the small towns in northern Michigan are nice as well, Areas like Newberry, Paradise, Munising, Ironwood, Iron River, just there's a lot of good small towns up there, and a lot of the small towns in the Upper Peninsula have really good small town restaurants too. Like my favorite restaurant to go to in the UP would be Timber Charlie's in Newberry. In my opinion, that restaurant has the best burgers in the Upper Peninsula. I think they make really good burgers. My second favorite restaurant to go to in the UP is Twisted Sisters in downtown Sault Ste. Marie. That place was good as well. They make really good burgers as well. But yeah, that's my answer for, places to get away to in Michigan. Basically, anywhere in northern Michigan, you could just set yourself up a camper and on a portion of land and just call that home if you really wanted to. That's how they do it up there, I'll tell you that. I'm going to get to a few more questions here. This one question is asking, if you could live anywhere in northern Michigan, where would it be? The options I have for that question is, I got three answers to that. My answers would be Traverse City, East Jordan, or St. Ignace. The reason I say East Jordan is, because, for one, East Jordan is not too far from Charlevoix, Boyne City, and Petoskey, so, I wouldn't be too far from any of those places, and not to mention, the land around East Jordan is just absolutely beautiful. We went up to East Jordan with both my brother and my dad. I think it was early 2019 to pick up a snowmobile, or not a snowmobile, but a four-wheeler that my dad came across online, and we drove all the way up there. And East Jordan was a nice town, man, I'll tell you that right now. The only downside is when we were coming all the way, or when we were coming back to, when we were coming back home from East Jordan, we got stuck in a really bad snowstorm, from Kalkaska, or now Mansalona, or whatever the town is there north of Kalkaska. Damn TV screen. From there all the way down to Sand Lake, it was a really bad snowstorm. US 131 got covered in snow super quick. People were sliding off the highway. We slid off the road a couple times, but, luckily, we were in a pickup truck that had really good four-wheel drive, so, we got out of it just fine and kept going. But, the drive there wasn't so bad, but the drive back, that was terrible, I'll tell you that. And, another reason why I say Traverse City is, for one, it's the biggest town up north besides Marquette and Sault Ste. Marie. Well, Sault Ste. Marie isn't as big, but, Marquette for the matter. And, actually, now that I think of it, Marquette or Isfaming would be a few other options I'd have as far as moving up there if I had the chance to. But with Traverse City, even though it's not that big of a city, you don't really run out of things to do there. They got Grey Wolf Lodge, and then they got all sorts of things to do there in Traverse City. And then yeah, I don't really have the exact answer on why I want to move up there. I just think it's a nice city. I've been up there a few times, and it's not a bad place, I'll tell you that. And then for St. Ignace, St. Ignace, for one, it's the first town you enter when coming into the UP from the lower peninsula of Michigan. And when you first come into St. Ignace, you know, you get this nice feel, you know, like right after you cross the bridge coming into St. Ignace. It's just, you get this feeling. You know, I can't really describe the feeling, you know. You get this feeling that just feels good and, you know, just makes you want to breathe more or whatever. I don't know why. I don't really know how to describe it. Just this feeling, you know. That's all I can really say. And then for Isfaming and Marquette, you know, it's basically the same reason for Traverse City, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Traverse City, East Jordan, you know, Isfaming, Marquette, St. Ignace, you know, those would be my top options. Alright, I'll get to one more comment here and then I'm going to wrap it up for this video. But this isn't really a question. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of is. But this one question, at first he asked me, you know, when you guys were in Wisconsin this past summer, did you by chance pass through Minocqua? Or Minocqua, however you pronounce that name. And the answer is yes, we actually did pass by there. Before passing through there, we stopped at a gas station just north of Woodruff, which is just north of Minocqua. And when we passed through those two areas, those two towns, anyways, I was just kind of drooling over those areas, you know, because, you know, those two areas to me just seemed really nice. You know, Minocqua looked like a really nice town, and I didn't even realize it up until, you know, we got to our next stop, which was Wisconsin Dells. And, you know, I was looking at Minocqua from Google Maps, and man, Minocqua just looks like the main part of town is on an island, you know. It's just surrounded by lakes, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, I think it'd be nice to spend the day, you know, sightseeing around that town, you know. If we ever make it back to Wisconsin, you know, I mean, I would love to check that place out, you know. If we don't, you know, so be it. But like I said earlier in the video, you know, there's a lot of nice areas in Wisconsin. You know, there were areas in Wisconsin that I wanted to see, but we didn't see them, you know, like areas like Green Bay, Eau Claire, Menominee, and then Sheboygan, and a few other areas. And, you know, I'm sure we'll go to Wisconsin many other times, you know, but yeah, you know, but that's really all I'm gonna talk about in this video. Sorry if I sounded like I was speaking gibberish, you know. It's starting to get a little late and I'm starting to get tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day, great night whenever you're watching, and that's all I gotta say. Have a great night, everybody.